G'day everyone, Sean and Gavin here. We're just doing a new segment about bikes, popular bikes from the 90s and what we would choose on our list. So what I've done is I've asked what were the most popular motorcycles of the 1990s to ChatGPT. And it's given me 5 models here. We're going to go through what they've said and what we think we would pick in their place. So, got anything to add there, Gavin?
No, it'd just be interesting to see what we would purchase versus what ChatGPT thinks was.
I mean, these are just the most popular that it's given us. So, first off, we've got number 5, the 1993 Ducati Monster M900. The original naked bike saved Ducati financially and sparked an entire motorcycle category focused on minimalist styling and pure riding fun. Cool bike.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a bad choice at all.
Yep.
I like the air-cooled monsters. I think they're awesome, especially back when they still had the trellis frame.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit gutted they don't still run the trellis frame, but it is what it is. Progression has to happen. Bit of a sideways decision there, Gavin. You've got the Harley Superglide.
Yeah, well, in the top 5, I've got to have one cruiser, and yeah, I think Harley would be the way I'd go, and definitely the Superglide. They don't make them anymore, but they were really cool. They had a really steep rake on them. And
a bit more sporty.
Yeah, they were sort of built a bit more for manoeuvrability. They had the, you could get the standard, the sport, and the classic, I believe.
Yeah.
Sport model had extended rear shocks and a few other features. That would be the one I'd go for, the Superglide Sport.
Okay. Out of all of them, in the FXR? Well, they might have predated the 90s.
Yeah, well, they started in the 80s. The Superglide started in the... Well...
Yeah, don't know.
No. Guess the comment section will have a look into that. But, no, that would be the Harley I would choose, and that's my number 5 pick for a 90s bike.
Okay, alright. Interesting choice. I have gone a little bit left field, and I've chosen a Ducati as well, but I've gone for the 900 Superlight. So the 1992, quite similar to the Monster, I believe, but fully faired, square headlight, real classic looking Ducati. Very cool. They were a numbered bike as well, so they were a lot more limited production. I believe the engine was quite similar to what they used in the M900, but I could be wrong on that. So yeah, I've gone for that 900 Superlight. It's definitely on my list of bucket list bikes. I have wanted one for a while, but they're not super common. Even trying to find a good one is easier said than done. But okay, that's our number 5's done. So number 4 from ChatGPT, they've got the Kawasaki Ninja ZX11. 1990, the fastest production motorcycle for much of the decade. It pushed speed limits and inspired performance rivalries among manufacturers. Not something I would go for.
No, I mean, being the fastest bike, it gives it credibility, but
definitely
it doesn't really, outright speed isn't something I'd really look for.
It's not. I mean, I've been surprised before where I've ridden something that I never thought I'd be interested in, and I've been pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that they would be a bad bike. It just would not be. It wouldn't be top 5 in my list.
No, it lacks a bit of character in some ways. It's just more or less just a bit of a speed machine.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that it held that record for the majority of the decade, I suppose it's, got to have a mention.
It's definitely worthy of...
I definitely have it as an honourable mention.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you have gone for the Yamaha OW01.
Yep. Well, yeah, homologation special of the FZR 750.
Yep.
Pretty unattainable, really, but, if you want, something where money isn't an issue, that's definitely something I take. It's got that iconic 90s styling, and it's super rare, very cool. I have seen them in the flesh. Pretty special bike.
Definitely a lotto win bike, I think, that one.
Oh, yeah, that's...
a bit out of reach for most people, but
yeah,
can't deny the cool factor. Very cool factor. Lots of racing history on them as well. I've gone for another Ducati, surprisingly. Not what everyone would think, which is the 916, which does have a mention later on in the discussion, but I've gone for the 888. no discredit to the 916 or 996, amazing bikes, but I think the Triple Eight is probably the less obvious choice.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I prefer it. I've got a 999, and the 916 is a little bit of the common choice for me. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit too obvious. Not that I don't like them, I love them. I would like to have one, but yeah, just the fact that most people would put that on their list puts me off it. I don't know why, because it's more likely to be 1 or 2 or 10 at a bike meet, and if I'm showing up with a bike, I would like to be the only one with it.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing puts me off it a little bit. So Ducati Triple Eight, I love the styling, lots of racing history and pedigree, awesome bike, and they sound beautiful. They do sound different, they sound amazing. So can't go wrong there. Right, back to ChatGPT. Number 3, the Yamaha RZF R1 1998. Arriving late in the decade, the R1 redefined performance standards, blending extreme power and precise handling into a street-legal superbike package. No denying it, it definitely wiped the floor with the Fireblades and all that sort of thing as far as performance goes. I think they were a lot more sporty. The Fireblade, I think throughout the years it was quite sporty when it came out, and then it just got a bit softer and a bit softer and a bit softer. And then when the R1 came out, then they sort of redid it and made it a lot sportier.
Yeah, more race focused. I think maybe Honda were trying to aim for more road bike sales, and obviously keeping it designed around their race program. But as you said, it was not as sharp, I suppose, as the R1. And the R1's always been a real contender in motorsport ever since that R1 nameplate came out, so it's definitely worth a mention. And it would be through every year that it's been built. It's always sort of been there, and obviously Rossi made an absolute show of that bike when he jumped on it. So, yeah, it's always had a good name in the sport bike world.
Yeah.
So it's worth a mention, but not something I would jump on as my first choice for a 90s bike.
Yep. So you've gone for the CBR 900 92, so the twin headlight model.
Yeah, the OG Fireblade.
OG Fireblade.
And even by today's standards, those things are a pretty impressive bike. They're super valuable now. They have that iconic styling.
Collectible and quite rare.
Yeah, they focused on lightweight and manoeuvrability rather than outright power, and it really was a fantastic bike, both on road and on the track.
Sort of a new generation of sport bike, wasn't it? It sort of took them out of the 80s and really upped the game a lot for the 90s. So definitely an iconic bike for sure, absolutely. And I mean, the Fireblade name's still going from 1992 right the way through, still around. So that's pretty cool, a lot of history there. So I have gone for a Japanese bike. So I've gone for a Honda as well, but I've gone for the NR 750. And again, this is probably more of a lotto win bike. I don't think I'm ever going to own one in my lifetime, but
just maintaining one you need a lotto ticket for. But
and this is just purely for the innovation and the bending of the rules and how out the gate Honda went when they designed this, because of all the restrictions in MotoGP where you're only allowed to have 750cc out of a 4-cylinder or 500 out of the 2-strokes. But, the fact that they knew that they needed to get higher RPM out of the engine, which means they needed more valves, move more air, and they couldn't make more than 4 pistons. So what they did is they ovaled the pistons out, and they had 8 valve in each combustion chamber. Like, just the technology and how far they push the envelope on that bike, I think, makes it really iconic for me. And also the fact that the undertail exhaust pipes, the single-sided swing arm, the Ducati 916, Massimo Tamburini credits the under-seat exhaust and the single-sided swing arm to the NR 750.
Yeah.
So, that styling that Ducati carried on with for years is all owing to that design on that Honda.
Yeah, and it's the quirkiness, despite the impracticality of the whole design, It's just that the fact that they actually built something like that as a production bike is what makes it so cool and so
I've seen one. I've seen one in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
It was down at Invercargill Honda when the Burt Munro was there in 2015.
Jesus. How many are actually in New Zealand?
I don't know. There can't be many.
Bugger all.
Can't be many.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Number 2. So this is with ChatGPT. They've got the Ducati 916 1994, designed by Massimo Tamburini. The 916 was both an engineering marvel and a work of art, dominating world superbikes and defining 90s motorcycle aesthetics. Absolutely no denying that is probably the most iconic Ducati that there's ever been. That I mean, that I could think of. And that goes for the 916, 996, 998, you know, all a similar design arc with a few sort of updates along the way. But the iconic 916 with those 3-spoke gold wheels, gold frame, or some of them had silver frame. I don't remember which was the first, but I mean that red with the bronzy gold coloured frame and wheels is what comes to my mind when I think of a 916. So no doubt, super iconic bike, and just totally changed the game for Ducati when it came to racing.
Yeah, they were the ultimate pin-up bike, really. It was...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's... As you said before, it is one of the most iconic Ducatis. It probably always will be.
Yeah.
But, you know, there is that commonness about them that, you know...
I don't think it's that the bike itself is overly common. I just think the fact that
it's that go-to.
It is. It's a go-to. That's what I would choose, and that's what puts me off.
Yeah.
Because as soon as someone says, you know, my dream bike is a Ducati 916, it's sort of like I've heard that from so many people that I'm not really interested in talking about it. Do you know what I mean? And that's not taking anything away from the 916. It just proves how good a bike that is.
Oh yeah, and I'd absolutely have one.
Oh, 100%. But it's just the less interesting choice for me. Personally, but like I say, not taking anything away from it at all. So you've gone a bit
very different,
very left field, and another Japanese bike. There's a surprise.
Yeah, I know. And I stole this one from your collection, and I guess the reason I regard it fairly highly is because I've ridden one quite a bit. And they are very different, a lot of character. It's the Yamaha TRX 850, which we've actually got one sitting in front of us that you can't see on the camera. Very unique design from Yamaha. It had a trellis frame. It was their first cross-plane parallel twin engine, which...
the first in a road bike.
Well, yeah, actually, it is too. It's not just your first from Yamaha, it's our first. And it's funny, they designed it and launched it through the 90s, and it's like they went away from it. It wasn't until the MT-07 came out, basically, and they did it again with the with the R1 until they actually revived that cross-plane platform. But really neat bike, really light, really agile, easy to ride. They're only about 80 horsepower, but it's a lot of fun when you've got a bike where you can use all that horsepower all the time. You don't have to worry about rider aids and stuff like that. You just actually get on it and have a lot of fun, and it's just enough that it's not slow. Like it's actually still fast enough. It's got good reliability, and you know it just attracts a lot of attention. You take it somewhere, and it's just that bit different. You know, it's obviously there was talk that they copied Ducati with that. You know, with that trellis frame, but I think they did a great job.
There's no doubt that you can see some resemblances as far as the design aesthetic, but there is something to be said for, you know, sub 100 horsepower on the road can be a lot of fun, and I'd say potentially more fun than a 200 horsepower superbike.
Oh yeah,
where you just can't ever open it up
Yeah.
without fear of losing your license every 3 seconds.
Yeah, it proves that theory that too much horsepower is detrimental to your riding ability, unless you're an absolute professional, and I'm not.
Yeah.
It's lots of fun. If you ever see a TRX 850 for sale, buy it.
Yeah.
They're
not worth a lot of money.
No, and they don't come up that often, and they are a lot of fun.
They are. Yeah, agreed. I can agree with you there. I haven't put that on my list because we did try and make our list different from each other a little bit. Otherwise, we'd be having the same conversation over and over. But what I've got at number 2, I've got the Aprilia RSV Millia, another Italian bike. There's a surprise.
Yeah, you're a sucker for punishment.
I am a sucker for punishment, and the best thing about having an old, unreliable... Well, I wouldn't even really call that particular one unreliable, but, you've got to have multiple, because at any one moment, they could all be broken.
Yeah, something will be wrong with one of them.
Yeah, but when they're going, they are just the best. They are just the best. And there's actually one right here, sitting behind me.
Funny how it ended up
on
your list.
Yeah, it's funny how it did end up on my list. So, absolutely love the Millie, the Rotax platform, the V2 platform. I prefer it to the V4. If you're looking to go fast, the V4 is definitely the way to go. But as far as character, sound, the feel, the old school aesthetic of things, like the old square display, and yeah, I just love all that old school sort of stuff. And a lot of people will be going, what do you mean? The Millie's not even an old bike. But compared to modern day stuff, it is very behind the times as far as what you get. But I would say performance-wise, it's still a really capable machine. Like, well,
look at its racing history, its success it had in racing.
It did have a lot of success in racing. Yeah, no, I love that bike. I do love that bike. And the noise, they sound so good. And the engine is just a riot. It's so powerful.
Yeah,
it's a grunty motor.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the same high-end pull of like my 999 Ducati, but straight off the bottom through the mid-range, it's just leave the Ducati for dead pretty much. The Ducati does not like low RPM.
Actually makes it an easier bike just to, if you're cruising through town and they...
Much better street bike. Yeah, much better street bike overall. But yeah, RSV Millia, love it. Okay, now ChatGPT's number one, another bike we have already heard from this one, the Honda CBR 900RR Fireblade. So that was your, what number? That was your number 3 choice. So created by Tadao Baba, the Fireblade revolutionized sport bikes by combining superbike power with 600 class agility. It became the must-have bike for riders and racers alike. Already covered it. 100% deserves to be on this list, I think.
Yep.
Iconic, super iconic bike. What have I gone for? What have you gone for? You've gone for the RC45.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're definitely winning lotto with this list.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is a money's no issue sort of list. And yeah, the RVF 750, which is a pure homologation bike.
Yeah.
750 V4. It's sort of the predecessor, the successor to the RC30 VFR 750.
And I think the only reason the RC30's not on this list is because it's not in the 90s.
It was 87 to 90.
Yeah, but
it's more of an 80s bike.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that would be on my list as well. But I'll take that.
I'd have a 30 over a 45. I like the aesthetic of the 30 much better.
Yeah.
The 45's got the bigger headlights. I mean, it's a better bike.
Yeah.
But the 30 is just...
Yeah.
As far as Japanese bikes go, it doesn't get better than the RC30 for me.
And they're both worth stupid amounts of money that mere mortals could never afford.
Even an NC30, aesthetically, in that same colourway, that white, blue and red.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the HRC colour schemes have always been quite nice. Even the modern stuff, they do a pretty good job with their colour schemes. And yeah, I mean, well, Aaron Slight was sort of made famous by the RVF 752, I believe, wasn't he? Local hero. So
yes, yep,
so,
absolutely, a lot of success.
Yeah, very cool bike, and I will never afford one, but I have seen one in the flesh. There was one at Caspolt's a while ago.
Oh, I don't think I've seen a 45. I've seen a few 30s. I don't think I've seen not that I can remember anyway.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It had a big "Do Not Touch" sign. Do not go within 5 meters of the damn thing.
Yeah. My credit card would be smoking as I was walking past it. Anyway, my number one. This is probably an obvious one for you, knowing me. So MV Augusta F4, 1998. Massimo Tamburini also designed this, same designer as the 916. I would say a much more futuristic design. Even though it's only 4 years later, the bike looks 10 years newer, maybe even 20 years newer. Like, that's a design that could still come out tomorrow and look like a brand new bike and not look out of place.
Yeah.
I think. I think that design is utterly timeless. Whereas the 916, there are a lot of things about that bike that do date it. Things like the headlights, the physical size of like the rear section of it, and you can definitely tell that it's an older bike. Whereas I feel that the F4 is far more futuristic looking.
Yeah, and I think their whole sort of thing with the bike was it always had to look amazing, even if it was probably at the expense of maybe some aerodynamics or performance.
I think comfort was not good.
Oh no.
I
don't think there's ever been I don't think I've been on a comfortable MV before. But you know, that's part of what makes them different and fun.
Oh, such a cool machine, and just the way that everything about that bike was just built for racing. You know, like the way it's put together, the way it comes apart, all the features, and you know the way they did everything. I think that it doesn't get any better in the 90s for me over the F4, but just my opinion. Was it 98 or 99? I might have got that. It might be 99, but anyway,
we'll let you have it.
Yeah, end of the night. We're verging on 2000s, but I think I just make it in there. Oh no, sorry, it would have been a 750. It would have been the 750. Would have been the first one.
Oh yeah, so same engine as
the Brutale. Yeah. So that would have been a F4 750 was the first one.
Still cool. I mean.
Oh yeah.
130 horsepower or something at least.
Yep. Yeah. Out of a 750, which is pretty impressive in the 90s.
Even by today's standards, it's not bad going.
Still good. Yeah.
Well, honourable mentions, I suppose you've got
Hayabusa.
Yeah, definitely the Hayabusa.
Hang on, ChatGPT's got some honourable mentions. I think the Hayabusa was one of them.
Yeah.
So they've got the Hayabusa for its record-breaking speed, and also the R1100 GS for pioneering the modern adventure bike segment. True.
And probably one of the fastest growing segments of bikes, that sort of adventure touring bikes. So
absolutely.
The BMW definitely deserves a mention.
Yeah. What else would you have on your honourable mentions list?
I guess it's stuff that went from the 80s into the 90s that sort of carried through. I mean... I see what you mean. Yeah. Like the GSXR range was really cool, you know.
You just stole my one.
Oh, sorry. Well, other than that, there's probably...
There are a few. I mean, I would go for the GSXR 1100.
Yeah.
Personally. Even the 750s. The 1100 is probably more the bike I would go for, probably the better road bike.
Yeah.
The 750 would most likely be the better race bike, but I think that deserves an honourable mention. We got the Hayabusa.
Blackbird.
The Blackbird too.
Toppled by the Hayabusa.
Right in the middle of that ZX11 and the Hayabusa.
Yeah.
So its reign as fastest probably didn't last that long, did it?
It lasted from when it came out, I thought it was at 96, till the Hayabusa came out.
So 3 years.
Yeah.
And then the ZX14 toppled the Hayabusa, and then they've been back and forth for years.
Yeah.
It's, the Blackbird. Again, Blackbird. I don't know why they're worth such little money.
I think they'd be a good collector bike because they're not
long
worth
term.
That much. Yeah, long term because they're sort of, like the Hayabusa sort of made everyone forget about them, but they're still a really, really good bike. They ride really well, and I only know this from people I've spoken to that have owned them. They actually ride really nicely. They're still stupidly fast. I'm never going to use all the power that one of those possesses on the road.
No.
So it's not like I'm going to be going, a bit flown.
Yeah.
Well, give me a Hayabusa. Very cool bike, and you can pick a good one up for $6,000.
And they look awesome in Nardo grey.
Oh yeah, some of them.
That colour scheme looks so good on them.
The later ones, because they went to fuel injection, and I think some of the later ones had the combined braking and stuff, so they weren't a budget build bike.
No, they were expensive.
Yeah, and if you can pick a good one up for $6,000, in 10 years' time, it could be something that's quite valuable.
Possibly a slowly appreciating asset, but I'd be surprised if they're gonna drop out much more than they have already. I think they're already close to the bottom of the market
Oh,
as
yeah,
far as a
yeah.
sport bike goes.
Yeah, a lot of those early 2000s Japanese bikes are pretty much at the bottom of their market value now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll sit there for a while.
Could be a good investment.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that little segment from us. We might do another one. What do you think next? 2000s, or you want to go back to the 80s?
Oh, we could go 80s, the 70s. There's awesome shit through every decade, really. So
I think we do the 2000s next. 2000s is probably my
let's
favourite
see
era.
what the comments ask for, what era we do next.
Oh, yeah. Let us know. All right, guys. Thanks very much.
Cool. All right.
Subscribe, like, follow.
Hit that like.
Hit the bell.